to the next dimension.
Hey guys, this is Undercoverdudes all the way from down under, and today I'm going to be talking about Nexon shying away from the big issues of combat arms. Now we all know CA has some problems. It has lag, it has hackers, it has overpowered weapons, it has specs, it has so on. Overpowered spec weapons, I could go on for a long time. But that doesn't make combat arms a bad game. I never said combat arms is a horrible game and then that it's really bad and no one should ever play it. I've never said that. It has its problems, but still at the very core, it's an enjoyable and good game. Now, that doesn't mean Nexon should be fixing the problems like this, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Nexon shying away from the big issues of combat arms. Because I go on the combat arms wiki very often, and I go and check out the leaked content section, because that's generally where I go on to get information from my videos and so on. But pretty much, I went and saw this new leak, and to be honest, I didn't know what to make of it, because I didn't want to make a video on it, because in my opinion, it was just useless bullshit that nobody was actually going to use in the game, and making a video on it would just be like, okay, here's some random crap that nobody really cares about, and it's just really bad. It's not stuff we need in the game, and I'll show it on the screen like here. We've got lots of cosmetic stuff, we've got cases, and we only got one little weapon, which is just a reskin of the M416 with a different scope, and maybe not a different scope, a different stock and a different foregrip, and it wasn't a foregrip at the start, so they added a foregrip. But pretty much in the end, they've just added cosmetic stuff. Now, by saying that combat arms has a lot of problems, should Nexon be focusing on the problems or making all these cosmetic stuff that barely anyone uses? I go in game and I'm seeing barely any people use all the cosmetic stuff. And I think Nexon is just focusing on the wrong stuff. They're focusing on adding more and more stuff in the game, more content, more maps, more modes, more stuff. When in all honesty, they need to be fixing the game they've already made. We've got an amazing amount of weapons. Combat Arms has the most amount of weapons ever made in a free-to-play shooter. In the normal shooter, in fact, it's got like 350 weapons at the moment. It's ridiculous. We've got an amazing amount of maps and that amazing amount of modes. But in all honesty, they're the problems that is plaguing the game which need to be fixed. We don't need more and more stuff. Yes, it's nice, but it isn't useful. For a couple of months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, stuff like that, Nexon should go and focus on the real stuff of combat arms. Not all the content like the maps, the modes, the guns and stuff like that. Not that stuff that we really don't need. The actual issues that have been plaguing combat arms. Now, hacker-wise, they've been doing quite a good job. They've been banning a lot of people. They've been patching the hacks quite ferociously. They've been doing it very fast. When the hacks come out, boom, they're right on it, putting out these patches just to go and get rid of all these hacks. So Nexon doing quite a good job in that front. But when it comes to lag, that has been quite a big problem. I can remember back in 2009, 2010, getting a solid 200-300 frames per second in combat arms. But now I'm only reaching about 80. It's just because Nexon have added so much stuff to the game, it's just being cluttered. And the way to fix that is free a repack. Pretty much a repack, what they do, they just go through the whole game and just trim the fat. They get rid of all the stuff that's been just clogging the game's arteries, for lack of a better term. I think that's a really good way to say it. Think of combat arms as a human body. All the arteries are just being filled with cholesterol and stuff like that. And just going and getting rid of all of that stuff, going and fitting and making it better would be really good for the game. I know it's a bad analogy, but you guys kind of get what I mean. A repack would really work. Now, network-wise, with terms of the servers, that would be really good to put in an Oceania server for us Australian players and New Zealand and stuff like that. Because, to be honest, playing on West with 500 ping really sucks. And that's the reason why I haven't been playing combat arms. Because I've been no-regging half my shots. I've been dying for the most bullshit circumstances with people with P9 and TRs. When I should be winning with my M4. Because I'm getting my targets, I'm getting my shots on target. And they're just spraying around. I get full 5 shots on targets. But 2 of them no-reg and boom, I don't get the kill. It's just been really annoying. And Nexon has the money to go and do stuff like this. I know the team behind Blacklight Retribution, they're a small company, but they've gone and put servers in Australia. I know Nexon have been putting advertisement in the games of EPL, went and watched a QPR and Everton match, and pretty much had post-match interviews for soccer, football, EPL, you know, whoever you guys want to call it. Pretty much they had Nexon as advertising behind them when the coaches were going and talking. So Nexon has money, but they need to put the money towards something useful, not just going and just spreading it around in useless stuff like that. Focusing just on the money is a really bad idea. Customer service is a massive, massive thing, and hopefully Nexon can go and understand that we're not just stuff that we're not people that can just go and milk for money. We're actual people who want a decent game, and to see Combat Arms die from just bad issues like that can be fixed in the long run would be really, really, really sad. But other than that, Undercover Dudes, all the way from down under, out.